Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 270. 70% of the way towards another century of episodes. Wow, and of course we are in early June now, so the game is starting to feel a little bit sort of like we've been doing this for a long time. Maybe about 270 days or so. Probably a little bit less than that, considering I've uploaded more videos, right? Anyway, going on into the episode, guys. If you do enjoy, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. I'm shooting for 2,500 likes today, and I'm pretty sure you can make that happen. If you can, you'll make my day. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Why not, right? There's loads of videos that you can watch of mine for free. So I'm really happy with how my team looks, I'm not going to lie. I did sell Gignac, and I sold probably like all my rares and stuff, which there weren't many of in my club, if I'm honest. You guys know that. And then just some other stuff, just to make my coin balance look a little better. We got it up to about 70k, which is okay, it's not too bad. And it's ready for us to now go on into the old weekend league. That's actually arrived. I know you're watching this on Sunday, but this will be my set of games from Friday. So we go into game number 1, and I come up against this. Lots of good TOTS players. A little bit scared. I see like Opara probably up there in terms of stats as one of the best centre-backs on this entire game. Jadon Sancho, Quincy Promes. Like, if this guy knows what he's doing, I'm going to be in big trouble. Knowing that I hadn't played FIFA for a few days as well, we could really be in trouble here. So he ends up getting his first goal off of a awful deflection when I was on the attack. So he just completely counter-attacked. My defence were in awful positions, and we are 1-0 down. However, we're pushing our way into the box. I'm trying out my 4-3-3 number 4 variant, my new formation that I'm really liking so far. And we get a goal back with Neymar, so we finally equalise. 30 odd minutes on the clock, and we're level. He then misses one with Promes, and it was kind of like an end-to-end game, but I genuinely thought like I was doing better. You know, I was rusty because I haven't played for a bit, but I think especially when you see like the halftime stats in a moment, I feel like we'd had the majority of the first half. We'd had the lion's share of possession and attempts on goal. I just hadn't quite been able to, like right there, like Opara just gets a leg to it and sticks it out for a corner. So at halftime, we're drawing 1-1, and again I went 1-0 down. That's a classic Lasty move at this point. But we go into the second half, and look at that. It's just really unfortunate. The way that header just goes, and it falls perfectly to Ziyech, and it still goes in when he red times it with a weak foot that's like 2 or 3 star. That's just unfortunate. However, we push forward. We try and get a goal back. I mean, a rebound makes it 3-1. The word I would use to describe this is unfortunate. And I'll say it again, unfortunate. But we are going to get a kick-off goal here. We are able to push forward. As you can see, I brought Nani on for Douglas Costa. Memphis is able to turn the defenders nicely and finally get a goal. I don't know why it isn't as easy as that all game, yet somehow it's easy enough to do that when it's just off of kick-off. Don't know about that. So it's 3-2, 10 minutes to go. I haven't thrown the kitchen sink at him just because this formation is attacking enough. But I do get kind of hit, and I get another goal scored against me. And that pretty much rules out me getting back into this one. But I do get gifted a free kick in the 90th minute, or the 91st or 92nd minute. I am going to step up and score that with Memphis. 4-3, so close. But yet so far, because of course, I mean, he does exactly what I would do. When you've played more than the allotted time, I would run back and not let my opponent see the ball again, and that's exactly what he does. So, yeah, come away with a 4-3 loss in game 1, and I think when you look at it, like, it's a relatively even game, but I think I just about edged it, so I feel kind of hard done by to lose that one 4-3, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. I've actually found that for those, like 2 and 3 weeks ago, and I lost my first game, I had good weekend leagues. Last week, when I won my first game, I seemed to have tougher matchmaking. I don't think that's an actual thing. Maybe it's just in my head. But the next few games here are actually going to go okay. Or pretty well, should I say. So, I mean, apart from going 1-0 down here after 4 minutes, I just feel like player switching and the positioning of my defenders was pretty awful there. Probably a lot of my doing. But hey, we move. move. We're 1-0 down. We can push forward and try and get a goal here. Memphis ends up hitting the post. Not what you want to see, but hey, we know that we can at least push this guy and maybe try and get a goal or two. And Memphis does get around the defender here, and he's going to just tap it across to Neymar to score the goal. Because, again, with the 3-star weak foot and the way the position of the goalie was, I didn't know if the near post outside of the boot shot would have gone in. So I decided to pass it and sweat it across instead, and that was more of a guaranteed goal. Atal then spots Neymar running through, and of course we are going to net that one. Neymar still making great runs from the cam position, actually, in the 4-3-3. He does now get a little bit tired, though, so I have found myself probably kind of wanting to bring Neymar off late stages of the game, which I don't know if I'm okay with in my heart, because we love Neymar so much. But we do get a classic Atal goal. It's like he never left, because he's the one that sits on the edge of my box, and as I think it was Douglas Costa knocked it across to him, and we get that Douglas Costa assist to Atal goal that we've been so used to. But nowadays it's just a red TOTS version, which of course is great. So Neymar knocks it into Memphis, and I just get it out of his feet and finesse that one into the back of the net. Sometimes I find those finesse shots with him to be really powerful, and sometimes I find them to be absolutely nowhere near powerful enough. So I think it's just like situational. But again, I get it through here, and I think the best thing to do is hit the finesse. I probably could have powered it, but again, it's gone in, so it doesn't really matter. Nani then goes for a little bit of... I mean, we're 6-1 up here, so I'm going to, of course, try and get some nice stuff happening with the 5-star skiller. Try and enjoy my Nani card that I unlocked for you in yesterday's episode. So I actually bluff him in with a direction and then actually just Panenka it down the middle. So we get a cheeky little penalty goal there. He earned the penalty, so he gets to take the penalty. And that is the case unless I have a player whose penalty stats are awful and they earn a penalty. Like, I think Thomas Muller is a good example of that. Sometimes he wins penalties, but he's got like 60-something and they're not good enough, so he doesn't get to take them for me. I'll just let Neymar or someone else with high penalties take those in that case. I mean, I'm like 10-1 up here. We eventually win the game 10-1. Those last couple of goals were him being frustrated, hardly playing anymore. But I'll take it, and that doesn't bother me. I'll take that. It's a deserved win, obviously. And we get ourselves off the mark. We've got a win now, 1-1, with a nice positive goal difference, considering we just beat someone by 9 goals. Then we come up against this, and this is not what I expect to see. I expect to see so many more TOTS players, teams that are just so much better than this. So I felt kind of lucky, felt a little bit like I shouldn't overestimate this, underestimate, whatever. I shouldn't underestimate my opponent because he could still be a good player. Like, I saw there was an Mbabu there that he would have grinded for earlier in the year. When I look at this guy's squad, I think this is someone that started FIFA, played it a lot, and then left it for a while and has sort of come back during TOTS and maybe just about got a couple of players. But he's not quite got that team on level par with everyone else that sort of stuck with the game. So I'm delighted to see a 3-0 rage quit after just, I think it was like 16 minutes. Yeah, 16 minutes on the clock. He's out of there. Great stuff. We'll move on. We'll take our second win. And it's almost as if that first loss never even happened. You know, we've not wasted much time in this game. Then I come up against this. Icon to Glory. Caden, one of my viewers, one of my subscribers who messaged me after the game. What a team you've got, my friend. That is a hell of a squad. And I was nervous when I saw it, I'm not going to lie. But this game is a bit weird. Like, as you can see, that's a real lucky goal to get. Feel a bit fortunate to get it. But Atal sticks a leg out and is able to just knock that one home when the ball was bobbling around all over the place. However, his TOTS Atal does this. Absolutely rips me, turns me in the wrong, like, inside and out. And then hits both sides of the post and it doesn't go in. So I'm, you know, thanking my lucky stars that somehow we're in the lead still here, and I've actually gone and doubled it just before half-time by sweating it across there to Memphis. So 2-0 at half-time. You can just ignore the shots there and stuff. This was a very, very even game, and I did not really deserve to be 2-0 up against a good player with a very good team. However, second half comes around. Because we're the away team, we get kickoff, and we kind of kick off him, I guess. Looking at that, 48 minutes on the clock. Kickoff boost is all in our favour there. And then Nani, my super sub, taking off Douglas Costa, knocks it into Memphis, out to Neymar, and that is, of course, going to be another goal. 4-0. there's no way this should be 4-0. And to be fair, like, I mess up really in order for him to get his goal. I don't know why TOTS Mahrez isn't starting for you, bro, but you should probably get him in the side because he's a great player and he was one of the most difficult players of yours that I had to deal with. Somehow get that link from, play one of them off cam and get Mahrez and Atal in your squad. Link the Algerians together because it's I think that would cause destruction on this game. And then we get a nice goal with Nani, and we're 5-1 up here. And he does end up turning, like, just ball rolling it past my defender. And that doesn't count as an Atal goal. That counts as me giving you a lifeline there, mate. I booted that into the back of my net, but I think it was going in anyway. So, yeah, we get a 5-2 victory. But GG's, bro. That really wasn't... The scoreline and the stats don't really depict that game properly, I don't think, because it should have been much closer. And then I come up against this. And I'm like, what? We're 3-1. Okay, there's lots of TOTS players there, but why have you got a bronze 60 rated goalie? What is your logic here? He didn't have a goalie on the bench. I don't quite know what his intentions or idea was here, but obviously it was quite easy to break him down. And when we got that first shot on goal, it flew in past the goalie because of course it is gonna. And he quit at 6 minutes. Things you absolutely love to see. You really do. So yeah, I get a real easy win there. We've had 2 real easy wins. And then, of course, 2 rage quits, of course. And then the 10-1 victory as well. So this hasn't really felt like the tough weekend league that I was expecting this one to be. I know it will get more difficult. And tomorrow's episode will be totally different. It'll be me moaning about the weekend league again. But this one just didn't feel... This whole session felt nice, if I'm honest. Servers were a little heavy. I've often found that on Fridays, hoping for a little bit better on the Saturdays and Sundays. I don't often get it, but for some reason for me, when I feel like the least amount of people are playing, which is a Friday, I would imagine during the day on a Friday, people are like educating themselves and working and stuff. So for me to find that to be the most heavy day on the servers, I don't quite get it. But yeah, we're 1-1 in this game. Once again, I think I ended up going behind, didn't I? And we get very fortunate that he knocks the ball to me there for us to get the goal. But we'll take it. We sort of earned the opportunity. And at half-time, we're dominating this one. And I felt like I was dominating this one. So I needed to make sure I come away with the victory here. Then I won't accept defeat in this game because I'm warmed up now and things are going all right. I've got to just make sure that I keep pouncing on it and scoring these chances. And I think the aggression and strength of Depay is great from a striker because we sort of defend from the front. And knowing that you've got Atal, who's got the defensive stats as well, I've got a lot of aggressive players that are really helping me to defend from the front and get that ball back when they least expect it. You know, like Jerome Boateng, a player with a heavy touch or something, one of those centre-backs which is a little bit bulkier, like with the stocky body type and maybe slightly less dribbling. I can try and run in there and out-muscle them and get the ball back from them, intercept them, and get a goal. So yeah, like... First 6 games of the weekend league done and we're 5-1. It is exactly what I would hope for. You know, I mean, maybe you'd hope for 6-0, but I can't always get that. So I'm very happy to take 5-1. And then I decided to do this Clash of Titans SBC because it does expire very soon. It's probably got like 1 or 2 days left as the time you're watching this. But I did it on Friday night after the French League TOTS went out and Ultimate TOTS came in and the new season came in because some of the players went down a little bit in price. The UCL cards were very expensive though, and for some reason I sold a blue UCL Henderson the other day for like 3.5k and that was his going rate, but the one I had to buy for this SBC was like 7k or something, 6k, 7k. So I think I sold one for way too cheap, which is annoying. It is annoying. But and also the other thing I didn't realise from this squad building challenge, I didn't notice it whilst I was doing it, is that a lot of these packs are untradeable. I've spent like 45k on this SBC. We go down to 25k. What was I at? 70? So yeah, we spent like 45, maybe let's say about 50k on this squad building challenge to get some really good packs. And like when I think about that, 50k for all of those packs, yeah, definitely. We'll probably be able to make that back, no problem. But I didn't realise the packs were friggin' untradeable. I think only one of them is tradable. Maybe, or maybe 2 of them. I'm not sure. But it wasn't good. So, you can see what I get from these packs. They are nice packs, to be fair. Like, they're you know, it's like mega packs, 50k packs, prime packs. Actually decent decent packs. And if you have got untradeable stuff in your club that you can help complete these with, then I definitely recommend it. I think it's a pretty good SBC now that, like, only if, like, rare golds and fodder prices aren't stupidly high. Don't pay way over the moon for your UCLs and you'll be all good. And you should be able to do it for just under that 50k mark. You know, with the packs on offer, an Ultimate TOTS here, it's like a good chance to possibly get a blue. And that hasn't happened for us so far in these packs. And unfortunately, a rare Electrum pack came up with a non-rare front, which is not what you want to see. But of course, it was a Libertadores player covering up the fact that we didn't get anything else good in the pack at all. Then no walkout, no nothing from this next one. It's just going to be Croatian striker, another 83. The one thing that we did get from this is a bunch of 83s and maybe a couple 84s. But unfortunately, no blues. It just didn't happen for me. Sadness. Sadness washes over me. But this was the tradable pack, so we get an 83 in the tradable pack. Oh well. And then I think this is the 50k, the final one. Boards, no blue, no walkout. Unfortunately today, it's going to be Dutch centre mid from Liverpool, which of course is going to be Gini Wijnaldum, an 84. Oh, okay, we'll use it in an SBC somewhere, but not overly buzzing with the result of that. Advanced SBC, just because a lot of it was untradeable. Annoyed is an understatement. And then just to wrap the video off here, we'll go through the season pass, which I have to say I'm thoroughly disappointed with. Really disappointed with. I thought it could have been so much better. There's a dabbing unicorn there. I could care less, if I'm honest with you. I've just got to say it how it is. I don't like how the TIFOs and the packs are exactly the same. Like, the pack structure throughout the 30 levels here is exactly the same. It's late game. It's like TOTS. And I think level 12, by the way, I think we've had all of those badges before in very, very slightly different forms. I just think that's rubbish, if I'm honest. It's rubbish. The level 15 players, meh. They're not getting in anyone's teams. They're just low-rated fodder. And to be fair, like an 89 rated fodder is really not that expensive nowadays, so it doesn't even help that much. It's a lot of grinding to get something to save you 20k in an SBC or 25k. But the packs are just the same. The celebrations are okay, maybe slightly less toxic than last time, but I just overall think that this is an opportunity missed. After TOTS is done, I feel like there's so much of the player base is going to drop off. And that's going to be noticeable in the weekend league with how difficult it will be because only the hardcore are left. It's going to be noticeable on like YouTube and Twitch as people have less viewers and get less views on their videos. And it just feels like the game is going to slowly die out and burn out and stuff. And it could have been kept going. You put some TOTS players in here or a guaranteed TOTS pack as level 28. People will grind for that. It could just be TOTS player. It could be anyone from the EFL and the Saudi League all the way up to, you know, packing a 99 Cristiano Ronaldo with the potential. But you could have done that. And I don't really it doesn't sit well with me how like boring and stuff these players are. Yes, that the Gabriel Jesus looks quite good. Yes, Matuidi looks quite good. Draxler looks all right as well. But they probably don't even get some into my squad right now. Like, and it's going to take 40 days to be able to get them. So they ain't going to make it in 40 days time if they're not already making it in now, are they? So yeah, that's just basically my thoughts on this. It could have been so much better. Hey, maybe in 40 days for Season 8, right? Hopefully we can get something sick then. But I can't say I'm going to be grinding out the Season Pass this time to get the level 30 player. We didn't make it even last season. Probably not going to happen again today. Or this season, should I say. But yeah, guys, that is the episode. 5-1 in the Weekend League. Very happy with that. Let me know your thoughts. Are you going to do that Mertens? I think he looks great. Strong link to Alan, anyone? Potentially, I could use my fodder on it. We shall see. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit me with a thumbs up. 2,500 likes would be great. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I thank you for that. Come follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Links are down below in the description. And have a great day, everyone. Stay safe and stay healthy. I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.